my younger sister.
Hey y'all.
What's your name?
Itunu.
Okay, Itunu and I are gonna do Get Ready With Me, or Get Ready With Us.
Her.
And we're gonna talk about some topics. This is her first time on camera, so, or no, that's not her first time.
I'm just really nervous, y'all.
But just act like it's regular.
Talking to a camera.
We're gonna get started and we're just gonna talk like regular. So do your makeup like regular. What do you usually start with?
My eyebrows, because that's gonna take forever.
I usually start with my eyebrows, but lately people have been doing, don't really, if I don't put concealer under my eyebrows, I don't feel like I need to start.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll just do it after my foundation. Okay, so Itunu, how old are you? Tell the people.
I'm 19, y'all. Yes.
She was born in 2000.
She loves saying that. She just has to let people know I was born in 2000.
To. Because at the end of the day, like, you know how like you can't remember some of your siblings' ages? I always know her age because it goes with the year. But the thing is, her birthday is in December.
Sis.
So she doesn't...
I know my age too.
So she doesn't turn the year until the end of the year. So in my head, I'd be like, oh, she's turning 20, or she's 20, but she's not 20 yet. She's 19.
I'll be 20 December 10th. Yeah. A lot of people know me as Anytime.
Yes.
It's a long story. I don't know why my name on documents says Anytime, but it does. But my name is Itunu.
Throws me all the way off that people call her.
Throws me off.
And it's not Anytime, it's Anytime.
To the point that I'm even saying my name wrong. Like,
yeah, it's actually very weird.
So let's do it. Anytime.
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 Even though we don't like that name.
Why do you like that name? I like my name.
No, we don't. Remember?
Why?
I said I don't like that name. I told you before.
I like my name.
No.
I like
you said that
better.
Come on.
I
was about to say. Let me tell your story, and then you jump in at different parts. Yeah. Okay. So Itunu actually came from Nigeria when she was 8. You would never be able to tell. Funny enough, but. She did. So? Or do you think so? You think people
I think no. Y'all, let me tell you. Let me go off topic real quick. Sorry. So today when I got off, I know.
Go ahead.
So when I got off work, so like my Ojawa, he was Nigerian. I mean, I knew he was Nigerian.
Today?
Yes, I knew he was Nigerian because like his name was like Ola something. So I knew. And then I was talking, and he was like, "Your name is Anytime." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you Nigerian?" I'm like, "Yes." He said, "You're lying." I was like, "Why would you think that?" He was like, "Cause you just look so American." He said, "Your voice, everything." I'm like, "Yes." Y'all, me and this man was speaking Yoruba in the car, like, and he was so surprised that I would know how to speak it.
Wow, so.
So. And he was trying to flirt with me, sir. You have
this
kids.
Old man, Jesus, Nigerian men do better. Like, anyways, because I'm on camera, I'm not even really doing anything like the right way. Itunu, where did you go to high school?
Yeah, I went to the ghetto.
Well, okay, before you get there, how do you feel like you were able to integrate into like American culture so well? Why was that so easy for you?
Because I feel like I was young.
8 is not that young though.
8 is young, and I went to elementary school, so like.
What grade is 8?
I was in 3rd grade when I got here, so I feel like that was young. And I also went to like Belong, so like I had a stages and like y'all.
Me and Itunu, well, I don't know about her. I did not like her at all.
Well, I liked her, and I did not like her because she did not like me. Does that make sense?
No, that's not true.
Sis.
That's not true.
Sis, I didn't know, seriously, because you didn't like me, I didn't like you too for a while. And then I was like, no, I didn't like you for a while.
Yeah, we had a lot of beef.
We came a long way, y'all.
I mean, but the dynamics is there's 4 girls and 1 boy. So naturally, girls are more like to each other.
Are you doing your eyebrows?
No, not yet. I'm going to put foundation on. This is my foundation.
Yeah, so I don't really like fancy foundation as much anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, it's just...
It's too watery for me. It's not thick. I need thicker foundation.
And I feel like I bought the wrong complexion. Like, my other sister, Lola, she told me that I bought the wrong complexion.
Who's Lola?
Oh, I feel like I should say Lola.
Lola.
My other sister from Lola.
Yes, better.
I just feel like I should call her Lola.
I never call her Lola, because why?
I don't call her Lola in person, but if I'm talking to my friends about her, I'm like, yeah, my friend's Lola, my sister Lola.
No, I don't call you Anytime. Well, Fumi doesn't go by anything else. I call Fulala. It doesn't matter where I am. That's what I'm calling her. Anyways, but okay, so I don't want us to not address kind of like a lot of the things that are going on in the world today currently. So I guess how have you been feeling about it all?
Honestly, it's overwhelming. Oh my gosh, like, and I'm a social media type of person, so like almost like I'm always on social media, so it's kind of like draining when I just keep seeing like depressing stuff. Like it's kind of like you have no choice but to address it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Especially when you're active on social media. So it's a lot. Like Black Lives Matter, y'all.
Yeah, I think everything going on is just so unfortunate. And especially with quarantine, you have no choice but to focus on everything. Yeah. And it can be a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. Not the situation, because I don't think it should be glanced over. I just think the going on social media and seeing everything, especially as a person who processes information a lot, I think I have a hard time like seeing so much. Even when Kobe Bryant died, it was so much for me. I was like, I can't be on social media anymore because it's overwhelming me. So that's how I feel now. I feel like the situation is so unfortunate. I'm happy that so many people are standing up and talking about things. Yeah. I do feel like I had a high expectation for certain influencers, especially ones that I followed. I remember, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. It was I didn't want to be like one of those people who like if you don't say something like you're canceled, but at the same time it does hurt.
It's kind of like wow,
it hurts.
Like how can you not say something?
How can you not, like, you know these things are going on, especially when you're trying to sell something, or if you know that a fraction of your audience is Black, like come on, you know. And I know our sister Fumala was talking about today how one of her situations at work, and my work didn't address anything either, but I don't know if I'm shy or what it is, but I wasn't like bold enough to say like send an email like you should say something, you know, because I was just like
didn't address nothing either. I mean, I work at Starbucks. So.
No, Starbucks is a good hustle. Stop.
Yes, it is, but I'm just saying like, step it up, Starbucks.
Step it up. The situation is just so unfortunate. I mean, America needs to do better. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. On YouTube, I've been binge watching people going back to Africa to live in different countries. People like this family in the Gambia.
I've never been back to Africa.
Never? I mean, not to never, but not to live.
Not to live, no. To live, no. To like go for vacation and stuff, yes. But especially while everything's going on now, why would I even want to travel? Corona's still out, y'all.
I mean, yeah. But I'm saying, like, funny enough, I always tell my husband, Sam, that I would love to live in Nigeria. Only because of the climate of what America is right now. But I am saying that naively because the last time I went to Nigeria was in 2007. And granted, Nigeria is probably not what it is anymore.
And the only reason why I won't go back to Nigeria is like, who am I going there to go meet? No, like seriously, like, what family do I really, have there left to go see? So it's kind of like.
One of the topics that I really wanted us to talk about today was womanhood.
Oh my God.
I didn't tell you.
I know. You should have told me, sis.
I know, I didn't tell you. Sue is, like she said, she's 19 and I am 25. So, wow, there is a big difference between us.
Until you just said it, I didn't even know.
Yeah, me neither. Anyways. So, I wanted to talk about womanhood and especially at these different life stages from an African perspective, from an American perspective, or Black person perspective, what that means. My first question to you is, do you feel like you're a woman? Do you feel like I'm a woman?
No.
You don't?
I don't feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm becoming a woman. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Who in your life do you feel like is a woman? Like, what's a woman to you?
A woman? Honestly, I feel like the definition of a woman has a lot of meanings.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't really say what is like a woman to me, because if I say that now, I might have another meaning tomorrow, the next 20 minutes. But a woman, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. Okay, let's say maybe if you live it by yourself. I don't want to say you're married because not everybody gets married. So living by yourself, you have like a secure job, you're financially stable. Age is definitely. I feel like when you become yes, I feel like when you become, let's say 23, you're becoming a woman. Does that make sense? I feel like when you're 19, 20, 21, it's like, yeah, I still see it as a teenager. I don't know why. Like,
I get you.
But I feel like when you're like, let's say, okay, when you graduate college, to me, it's like, okay, you're about to like become a woman.
You know, you graduate college at like 21.
I know. So you're about to become a woman, but you're not a woman yet.
Okay, I get you.
Cause like life's about to get real, basically. But I feel like the definition of a woman is like there's no definition.
So you don't feel like a woman. But you don't feel like a girl.
Yeah, I don't feel like a girl. I feel like I'm an adult.
Are you a lady? Like, do you feel like you're a lady?
Yes, it's giving classy. I feel like I'm a lady. A little ghetto at times, but I feel like I'm a lady. And I'm becoming a woman, if that makes sense. But I'm not a woman yet. I'm not there yet. Yeah, I'm definitely not there yet, but...
Do you feel like how a person looks plays a role in whether or not they're like a woman?
Yes and no. Because I know some people who look 19, they look like they're older than both of us.
For real?
Yes. Like, I know some people, like, this social media people, like, they look like...
That's very true.
So, I mean, sometimes people be thinking I'm older than I am.
Yeah, a lot of people. You know, one of my friends thought that you were the older sister.
That's not...
Out of all of us.
That's not a compliment.
That's actually...
I wish you didn't tell me that.
I was like, wait, that's actually wild. Because to me, you look young. Not like, but it's because I know you.
Because you know me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get this every time. Like, and people nowadays really don't care about your age. As long as you're, I guess, 18 or older, they'll just read with whatever. My job, they be ready to take me.
I know. Honestly, let me be honest. When I turned 18, because of how the world is, I was actually really afraid to turn 18. Because usually, you know, like when back then, I don't know if this happens, when you're walking through life, you can easily tell somebody like, I'm under 18 or I'm 17 or I'm 16, and they'll leave you alone a little bit. You know, when you turn 18, it's like I feel like they will snatch you up. That's how I felt.
Especially like, so let's say like when you're mature, as in like curve wise, face wise, that's plays like a big role. I really feel like that plays a big role.
I feel like I didn't feel, and even till this day, I don't. Well, no, actually, I kind of say like I'm grown. I'm a grown woman.
I'm a grown woman.
I say that to myself a lot. So I know that I feel like a woman, but I do feel like when I was around your age, I feel like I didn't have, my definition of a woman was really heavily influenced by like body. It was. Because I was just like, I'm not a woman because I don't look like a woman. It wasn't even about any of like my accomplishments. I feel like I didn't start looking like womanly until like I got married, funny enough.
Seriously? I feel like I look womanly sometimes and then I don't look womanly some other times. I don't know. Because a lot of people say I be looking like a woman.
That's the thing. What do I think like a woman looks like? I don't even know, but I feel like when I looked at myself back then, I was like, I don't look like a woman. I look like a girl. How do you feel like, what do you feel like it was like growing up and like having a pastor or being in a pastor family? Honestly,
to be honest, I hated it and I loved it. If we're like it has its pros and cons. Like,
what did you love about it?
Because so example, like when I would go to like, you know, like events, like church events, like let's say I go like our parents or whatever, and they would just treat you like your royalty. Like when you come, especially like when you have like food, like, oh, have you eaten, honey? Like they would treat you like your royalty. But what I really hated was like they feel like you have to act a certain way because you're a preacher's daughter. Honey, I'm not the preacher, okay? I am not the preacher.
Who? You feel like older people or younger people?
Older people and younger people. I remember like when I would tell my friends I'm a preacher's daughter, they'd be like, oh, you're a preacher's daughter, you wear a crop top?
Honestly, there is a lot of pressure.
You're a preacher's daughter and you're saying that and you have a wig on, like, sis.
Yeah. Honestly, even before I was like saved, there was like I gotta look like this, I gotta do like this, I gotta be like this because of that.
And then like Christians say this thing like you don't have to, you know, you can be wherever you want. That's not true.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, they like, I remember one time, I don't even know where I went, but I remember someone was like, you know, it doesn't matter what you wear to church, doesn't matter how you dress, doesn't matter, you know. And that's
come as you are.
Yeah, they be like, come as you are. But I come as I am and you don't accept me. So what are you really saying? Because I just came as I am and you're still like complaining, like the way they don't even have to say it.
Do you feel like there was like pressure in the house? Like, oh, you shouldn't wear that, you shouldn't do this?
Absolutely. You don't feel that way?
Heck yeah.
Girl, what? Absolutely. That is
you don't feel that way? No, but it wasn't insurmountable. You know what I'm trying to say? It wasn't like,
oh my gosh, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
But it's like they would make you feel like things. It's like they'll make you feel like, what are you doing? Like, why would you put that on? And it's just like, I remember I just remember like situations where I felt uncomfortable. My bad, cutting you. I was in the choir, so it was different for me a little bit. Like I remember they would call like color codes, and I wouldn't have the color, and the color that I would have is kind of like, you know, I mean the outfits I would have with the color is kind of like, I guess, not appropriate to stand on the stage with. So it was really hard.
So
honestly.
our parents would tell you, or what?
Yes, I remember one time I was already like dressed, and she was just like, "Why do you have that on? It's too like tight."
Oh, for real?
You're gonna be on stage,
yeah.
like they're gonna be see. I'm just like I couldn't wear off the shoulder stuff for like a while. It was like it's too much, you know.
I mean, but that's not even only our church.
No, I'm saying that's church in general.
Yeah, okay.
And I feel that's African church in general, not just church. There's some churches who really generally just don't look at you, what you're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, but
yeah. What is something that you feel like you have learned from me, and then I'll tell you something I've learned.
I've learned from you.
Mm-hmm.
Patience.
For real? How?
Yes, you're very patient.
With who? You?
No, not with me. I mean, I feel like everybody has a patience with me or whatever, but just in life, like you're the type of person that if something pisses you off, you don't go off right then and there. I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
I know like certain things that happen is like I'm really mad right now, but you just don't say anything. Mm-hmm. Me, right there at that moment, my face would just said it all. Even like I just couldn't. My face would just probably said it all. Like.
One thing that I feel like I learned from you is forgiveness. You're a very forgiving person. Even though you don't have patience, what you say you could pop off on somebody, that person that you popped off on, if they apologize to you, you will forgive them. And I'm not saying that you will like, I'm not saying that you will be friends with them again, but you're able to forgive them, like not wish evil upon them.
I think the only reason why is, I think the only reason why I like that, because like when something is bothering me, I don't have rest, and I'm not about to not have rest because of somebody else. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. I mean, it's hard sometimes. You know, people do stuff, and it's kind of hard to forgive them, or when you're not ready to forgive them yet. But forgiveness, that's deep. A lot of people say that I forgive a lot.
You do. You're very forgiving.
That could be a bad thing though, because some people don't.
No, not bad. Like as in. I don't think forgiveness is ever a bad thing. No.
That's true.
I don't think forgiveness is ever a bad thing. Like I said, I don't think you have to be back where you were once with the person. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You can
like,
still
you can forgive them, but you have to have like boundaries. Like
exactly.
I know you can do this again, so let me not step
there. He was telling me this off camera, but I wanted to talk about it here.
What?
Do you feel like you will why do you feel like you, because she says that she doesn't think she's gonna marry an African person?
Honestly, I just generally do not trust trust African men. Like,
is that from all countries?
Yes, I've never really trusted. I just don't trust men. Period. I don't even trust women. I don't trust anybody. Let's just start there. I don't trust.
You don't.
No one.
When you say this, I don't understand it. You have trust. There's levels of trust.
There's levels of trust. But like, I trust you with my life. Oh my God.
No, I mean, no. Okay, yeah. I mean, I trust my husband with my life.
I trust that you won't kill me if you just met me. Actually, no, that's a lie. Because you never know people's intention when they first meet you.
Itunu had a really bad experience with her freshman roommate, so I feel like it has messed up.
No, after this video we made today, I really think I might
do a story time.
Because everybody always like, I have a fence to y'all, so everybody always like asks me, oh my gosh, you need to make a story time about this. This girl was literally crazy. And y'all, I'm crazy, but she was like,
no, you're not that type of crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's not
that crazy.
That's different.
She was really crazy, y'all. She was really taking me there.
Yeah. So I really do think that your experience with her really ruined your faith in people. Because now I'd be like,
that's true.
I mean, but I told you, when she was picking her roommate, or when her roommate contacted her, I said, Itunu, people are nice via text. People are nice via email. You have these things come about by prayer.
The way she was texting me, you would not think this girl about to do a whole 360 on me, like. And I know she probably hates me. She blocked me too. It's not
she blocked you?
Sis.
When?
Of course she blocked me.
During the school year?
On social media after the last incident that we had. Shawty stole my wig. But let's not even get into that. I just have to put that out there. She stole my wig, y'all. But it's not about me. It's about
a whole wig. It's about women.
And it was not cheap.
Yeah. I don't think that as a woman you have to, like you said, I don't think the definition of womanhood has a lot to do with marriage. I think it has to do with maturity. Like being able to handle situations and know how to speak, like knowing how to use your words. I feel like that is a mark of a woman, and being able to be intentional about things without feeling like embarrassed. Like, for example, I feel like, I don't know, I think womanhood, even though it's like you're becoming a woman, I really do think it's just you're becoming a good person. So I do think that as like, because even like manhood, I feel like there's like, yes, there's gender roles in them, but I feel like the only definition of like a woman and a man for me personally is maturity. So being able to say like, hey, you hurt my feelings, but I'm not embarrassed to tell you. I feel like as women, you don't ever want, in a sense, well, not as women, as girls and ladies growing up, you have like this mentality where you don't want someone to catch you slipping. Yes. You don't want to be like embarrassed. You don't want any of those things. So if somebody hurts you, rather than talking about it, it's like, I'd rather be shady, I'd rather be petty, I'd rather do all of these things rather than to tell somebody, hey, you hurt my feelings. Because I feel like that divulges a lot of intimacy. Is it intimacy? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. I just feel like that point you just said right now is really like deep to me, because so like I have friends, right? And when they like, if your friendship means a lot to me and you hurt my feelings, I don't hesitate twice to tell you like, yo, you was wrong. Mm-hmm. But if you're somebody like we're not close and you do something wrong to me, I'm just like, hey, I don't even know you like that, sis. Like,
yes,
you want to just but if you're somebody that I genuinely like have a relationship with and you like hurt my feelings, I'm gonna make you feel. I'm gonna let you know that you hurt my feelings, because it's just like I wouldn't do you like that, so don't do me like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. Like, so that's
actually something that I learned from.
I'm trying to work on, to just be able to like be vocal and not be rude. Sometimes when you like approach things like nicely, you get a better like, what's the word?
Response.
Yes, a better response. Because I've noticed like sometimes like I would approach stuff like when I was like in high school, like 9th, 10th grade, somebody like getting on my nerves. My thing is like, girl, what's up? Catch me outside. Like I'm ready.
Oh my god.
But
I've never gotten into a fight, by the way.
I got into a fight. I won some, I lost some. So.
You did? You've lost some?
Sis, this one girl like rode me like a horse. Like seriously, it was bad.
Hold on, when?
I think it was like 10th grade. Yes, it was around the way too. Girl, I was.
Hold on, what did you do?
I don't even know why we fought. It probably was something over something like petty.
Do you feel like a woman fights?
No, not anymore. I feel like when you're a woman, you address it. If the person is not.
How about people like Real Housewives? Do you not think that they're women if they fight?
I feel like they're just immature, because what do you really fight somebody for unless they're about to kill you? If they're not threatening your life and you have to fight them to like live, or like, oh my gosh, then there's no point in you like fighting them. I feel like fighting doesn't solve anything, because let's say I've got.
I can't imagine fighting. Seriously? I really can't imagine myself ever doing that.
I could.
Maybe when I was younger, but at this present stage of my life, someone hitting me, and I'm hitting them back. I can't.
Not going to
I can't imagine it. Oh
my thing is, I feel like if I get in a fight, like, and if I was to lose, God forbid that now, even me getting in a fight, period, but I would want to fight again if I lost. So I feel like fighting doesn't solve anything.
It doesn't.
So it's like,
it just adds, especially, depending, no matter what, fighting is always embarrassing. Number one, it's embarrassing for people to hear, like, you got in a fight in the first place, because they're like, at your big age, you're fighting, and then I also think it's like another thing in regards to like, if you do lose, that's very embarrassing. It's like,
yeah, I used to have like a lot of people did not like me in high school.
Yeah, you actually were you were bullied. Let's talk about that. You were bullied a little bit.
Yes, I was bullied, then I became a bully.
Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, 18 was okay. I don't even know, like the history, the deep of everything is just so. It's not like simple. Mm-hmm. But I remember me and Itunu, I had a lot of issues with her because we just didn't get along. I'm a very loving person, and I feel like when I love somebody, I want to give them everything. But at the same time, she was just doing stuff like she was bad in like growing up. She was bad, and that just really irritated me because I'm not a bad person technically. I feel like I was like the goody two shoes of the family. Technically, I was.
I don't feel like I was a bad person. I just feel like I made bad decisions.
Yeah, did I say you were a bad person?
No, I'm just.
I said you were bad growing up.
Yeah, I was just making like really bad decisions that like I should not be making when I was a child. I'm not still a child, but you know what I mean. But
I also think it was a result of her being bullied. That's why she made those like types of decisions, because she felt like,
and just get acceptance. Like I used to do stuff just because I want to be like, oh yeah, I did it too.
Girl, I cheered in high school. This girl done stole my cheerleading uniform.
Y'all, I could have
told people.
I was like, y'all, I cheered for the Raiders, for the state.
For the state.
Mind you, I don't even know one chair. Like, I was so pressed. I made videos and everything. Like, I was living a false life.
She really wanted this acceptance, and I just didn't understand why. I was just like, why? And the thing is, I spent the most time in the house with her versus our older sister because she was, I think, in college.
Yeah, she was
so She stole my leather jacket. You stole my leather jacket. Stole my
purse. Remember?
Like I just think about everything, and I was just like, I think after that, like our relationship was just like torn apart.
Yeah, it was just like.
But when I got to college, I think I never say hate. I don't say hate loosely, but I really think I hated you. And when I was in college, I think I did, because I remember like the emotions that I had, and
I feel like that's why like my roommate stealing from you was like, I know how it feels to steal. Like y'all, if I see something that does not belong to me,
and then even your coworker stealing from you,
sis, that's not even. Yeah, I don't like thieves, and I was a thief, so it's like I know how people feel when you steal, especially when they work for their stuff. Like it's like, yo, like you really stole from me though, like sis.
Relationship. So I think when I got to college, I realized like, Lord, I don't like this girl. And it was that was when I was trying to get closer to God, but I realized that I couldn't really get close to God as long as I had like this kind of like bitterness in my heart towards her. So I think one day, I don't know if I actually said I forgive you to your face, but I was kind of like,
that to me actually.
Did I?
I didn't think
we just started being friends.
Yeah, I didn't think you needed to say. I don't know.
I just started liking her again. And I low-key feel like people were so, like my whole family knew how I felt. And I think they just became surprised when I started to be like, yeah, she cool. Emotional.
Yeah, I'm
people
very
know
emotional. I'm very Let's talk about love language.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all, so I'm living with Lulu right now. Whatever.
For the summer.
Don't do that. But last time I came into my room, it wasn't like done. Like,
when you came to visit me.
Yeah, like it wasn't like set up or whatever. And then when I moved in, y'all, my bed was made. The room just looked so like welcoming. I cried, y'all. I was like I wasn't gonna cry, but that night I cried.
Yeah.
You know I cried that night?
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I cried. I was just so like, I don't know, just the thought of like, oh no, she's coming over. She's gonna. The room needs to be nice. You know, it was just so thoughtful. I don't know, just. Like my coworkers, another thing. You are very thoughtful for other people, though. Yeah, so when people like give me the same energy, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is why I love you. Like yes.
Yeah, you seem very thoughtful. Like when it comes to like gift giving, you give like the best gifts. Like I remember you gave Flo the Jack Yonder palette, right?
Yes.
You gave her the Jack Yonder palette.
I know she likes stuff like that.
Her and Fumi gave me like this painting when I graduated.
Yes, that's one of my favorite gifts.
Yeah. Like they're very like thoughtful in gift giving, so I do see that you appreciate when people
do the same thing,
are affectionate to you in that way. But hold on, I think you stopped talking. You said African man. We're just jumping all over the place. Please forgive us. But anyways, you said you wouldn't marry an African man.
Yeah, I mean I say I wouldn't, but you know you never know.
You never know, sis.
But
would you be mad? No, I don't think you'd be mad.
I mean if I'm in love with you, I don't even think I could be in love right now.
We were so different
I don't talk to nobody
at that age, but
no, because guys are just crap.
Not all guys. I keep telling you that. She's not convinced.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it's actually good, because I think a part of womanhood is also discovering yourself. Because I do feel like when I was in college, I was alone a little bit. So because of that, I got to like go out, do things by myself, and I feel like that kind of like built me up. Because now it's so funny, when I met Sam, I would be like, yeah, I go and eat places by myself like all the time, and he's just like, what? That's so weird. And even now, when I tell him, hey, I'm gonna go to Panera, and he's like, and you're gonna eat there? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat there. And he's just like, huh?
Lulu, when I got into college, my first year of college, I used to be so sad. Okay, because I'm from PG County, right? And I went to school in DC.
Yes.
I mean, I still go to school in DC,
yeah,
but when I first moved there, I didn't know anybody. Like, I didn't know anybody. And then when I was in my apartment or whatever, like I used to be so bored. Like, I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I need friends. I need to go out. I need to, and my friends I'm about to drive. Like, I was like 45 minutes away from home. Yeah. So shout out to my sis, Ricky. This is her eyelash glue. Trendsetter 98.
Her eyelash glue or the eyelashes?
Eyelash glue. This is my lashes, sis.
Oh yeah, lash line too.
Her. Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky.
Hey. No, but I was really bored. Like, I type of person, I like quality time with like friends and stuff. And then I was like, I wasn't really, I mean, I was always by myself at home, but like my parents were there, so it was like I was always like doing something, I guess you could say. But it was like I had nothing to do. I just moved to DC. It's college. My school wasn't really having like events, so I was just like really bored. And I just really felt like I needed friends. But then this one time, I was like, so I'm like, I'm taking myself out to eat. Okay.
I was just like, girl, go
and
explore.
And then I went out to eat, and I don't know. I went out to eat, and I was like, you know what? Let me just sit down and eat here. Yeah. Y'all, I was on my phone. I was crushing. I was like, oh, this is really cool. This cute boy. He was dark skinned. You know, he noticed me, of course. And then we started having.
I don't know this part of the story.
We started having, like, you know, conversation. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start going out by myself because I could meet another cute boy. Joking.
She's joking, please.
I'm joking. No, I really am joking. Do not approach me. But
oh my gosh.
No, that's
so that's your motivation to go out to eat by yourself? That defeats the purpose.
No, I go out to eat by myself so I could try new restaurants. I love going out to eat and get a cue. So my friend Margie, bestie, me and her love going out to eat. So that's kind of like another one of my love languages, like trying new restaurants. You know,
food.
Yeah, I love food.
That means quality time. So your love languages are acts of service and quality time.
Yeah. What's your love language? Let's ask.
Funny enough, when you get in a relationship, you see love languages differently.
Seriously?
I feel like, first of all, I always cringe at the conversation of love languages.
Are you serious?
I do. Because I kind of feel like it's a little basic. And it's so, what do they call it? Mainstream. That it's like, I don't know, it just kind of loses its seasoning. I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like the whole conversation is really basic.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm actually very serious.
That's crazy.
But for sake of the conversation, I do feel like my love language for like family and friends, my love language is acts of service.
Seriously?
Yeah, because when you guys call me, because I think that will be considered quality time. When you guys call me, I can talk to you guys for like 5 minutes and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't like talking for a long time.
She don't even pick up.
I really don't.
But when she called us, y'all,
when I call them 10 times because I'm like, you need to pick up. But if they call me, it's like I will ignore.
And
the
not
call.
even just that, you don't have to call 10 times, sis, because we pick up.
Yeah,
we have to call
up.
10 times, and she still don't pick up.
The language for my friends and stuff, I will say is acts of service.
Seriously?
For my husband, touch. Man, I did not think I would be such a big touch person, but like I feel like my main love language would say is touch. I feel like it communicates that I'm here with you, comfort, like especially if we're out. Like I want to know, like, hey, you're here, like I'm with you, even if you don't say it.
You can be saying something like I can't relate. Do not touch me. Don't even approach me.
Oh my god.
If you're a guy.
These lashes are long.
Hop it.
As you can see, Tunu has long 35 millimeters. 35, right? 25. Jesus. And my little Ardell.
You know what's funny though? I used to wear those.
Yeah, I do feel like you're at the age where it's important to like discover yourself, you know, be with yourself. I feel like at your age, I could have did that a little bit more. I did it a little bit later. I was an RA for the last 2 years, and honestly, I was just in my minding my business. I did not care. I was just like, my parents didn't let me out anyway, so I'm used to that.
My school, like, they didn't have a lot of events. It was kind of like I didn't even have anywhere to go, but I made friends.
You did.
My apartment was like they get like this. I had friends upstairs, so you know, like maybe after we do like our homework and stuff, we would go up there. We all just chill. It was not getting.
Tunu is emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally, physically, what else? Just not available, period.
Yeah.
Sky would just hurt you.
Is that your mindset?
That's not my mindset. That's just the fact. I mean, I've only been in one relationship in my entire life. Horrible person.
Yeah, like, that was a situation, girl.
A cheater, a liar.
I do feel like having situations like that when you're younger really does like affect and shape how you feel
about guys or people in general.
Y'all, I'm trying to grow out my pixie cut, but I'm still gonna be getting relaxers. But I just want to see how long I can grow my hair. So I'm growing out my pixie cut. So right now I have a half wig on.
I currently just relaxed my hair.
Yeah, she did relax her hair.
She did it for me.
I know. Don't come and crucify me, oh.
That was quick.
Yeah,
that's like almost at the same time.
You spent so much time on your eyebrows.
Because, girl, they got to be perfect. Because Instagram is seeing this look for her.
She doesn't like her voice, so encourage her. Tell her, if you want her to come back, please, like, comment.
subscribe.
This is a get ready with me to go into the shower,
wash this off.
But I like playing the makeup. I know other people don't like doing it.
I do. Y'all know I do.
We got these robes from my sister, my older sister. It was her
Forever Lola Day.
Lola Day.
Oh, y'all. Let's try it again.
1, 2, 3.
Forever Lola Day. Her.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the final look. So we were talking about womanhood, growing up in the house with a pastor, love languages, all of these things. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed that little chit chat. This girl, she has also been trying to like start her own channel, so I think this has motivated her.
Yeah, it definitely motivated me because I need to tell y'all a story how this girl stole my wig.
Yeah, you do. Tell them that story. Anyways, we were all over the place, but I hope that this gave you a break, a release of just like kind of mindlessly enjoying something, because I know there's been so much going on in the world right now, and we're not glossing over it. Honestly, when we turn the cameras off, even in our own lives, we're going through so much, right? So we are, you know, we're up and down. We get sad, we get happy. So we want to be able to bring that happiness to you guys. So I hope that you guys felt that. Thank you guys for tuning in.
See you next time.
See you next time.